5 years ago, if someone said Ashton Kutcher would be tied to a deadly Hollywood conspiracy with P. Diddy and Brittany Murphy's shocking death, you'd laugh it off. Not now. Because suddenly, Ashton's name isn't just in the mix, it's dead center of a dark, unraveling storm that's pulling Hollywood's elite into the spotlight. Diddy's already drowning in explosive accusations, trafficking, abuse, and more. But now there's buzz that Ashton might be talking to the feds. And not just talking, possibly dropping proof that links Diddy to Brittany Murphy's mysterious death. Brittany Murphy lit up every screen she touched, quirky, magnetic, unforgettable. But off camera? Pure nightmare. In her last months, she said she was being watched, poisoned, hunted. No one listened, until it was too late. In 2009, she collapsed in her bathroom, rushed to the hospital. Hours later, she's gone. Cause of death? Pneumonia. But to those who knew her, that answer never added up. Then it gets straight up creepy. Just 5 months after Britney's death, her husband Simon Monjack dies. Same house, same cause, pneumonia and anemia. 2 healthy adults don't just drop dead like that. Same place, same way. People went into full-on conspiracy mode, and honestly, who wouldn't? Simon didn't do himself any favors either. His past, a circus, claimed he had brain cancer, dated Madonna, and cured himself with shark fin soup. Total lies, all of it. But here's where the whole story flips. Britney wasn't just sick. She was scared. She thought someone was trying to kill her. She upgraded her locks to fingerprint scanners, refused certain foods, warned her friends powerful people were coming for her. And years later, her dad hires a private toxicologist. What they find? Heavy metals in her hair. We're talking arsenic levels, rat poison type stuff. Now toss Ashton Kutcher into the chaos. You think punked, that 70s show, goofy charm. But behind the scenes, Ashton and Diddy have been close since way back, tight since the early 2000s. Bonded over punked, hit the party circuit together, through Hollywood after-parties. Brodo's now Diddy's under federal fire, and guess who's smack in his circle? Ashton. There's a theory blowing up right now. Britney saw something she shouldn't have. Something about Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. Invite only, no phones, no rules. Things got dark, and Britney might have caught a glimpse of it. And here's the kicker. Britney dated Ashton before Simon. Their breakup? Sudden, messy, weird. Then Ashton goes public with Demi Moore, who, was spotted at those same secret parties. These dots? They're lining up too perfectly. But here's where things take a chilling turn. Ashton's stance on Diddy has shifted dramatically since Diddy's arrest. Rumor has it that Ashton's been talking to investigators and might be ready to reveal the truth. If he's holding on to anything, any shred of evidence linking Diddy to Britney's death or the cover-up that followed, it could unravel everything. Now the question on everyone's mind isn't just, what's Diddy hiding? It's Ashton, what do you know? And the deeper you dig, the darker it gets. Britney's death wasn't questioned, almost as if everyone was too eager to move past it. No investigation, no media uproar, no justice. Her mom and husband shut down any whispers of foul play. They insisted it was just pneumonia, maybe anemia, maybe a simple cold. But when investigators tried to probe deeper, asking about mold, questioning her paranoia, it was like hitting a wall. Grieving families don't act like this, not when they're desperately seeking the truth. Something doesn't add up. But this story takes another dark turn. After Britney died, Sharon stayed in that house. And when Simon died the same way, she disappears, sells the house, shuts down the conversation about mold, and never once calls for a reinvestigation. It's like she wanted the whole thing to vanish, just erased. But Britney's father refused to let it go. He hired a private lab to test her hair, and the results were nothing short of horrifying. Toxic levels of heavy metals, barium, antimony, poisons you find in insecticides and rat poison. These weren't small traces, these were deadly levels. Now, the pieces fall into place. A terrified actress saying she's being poisoned, dying in suspicious circumstances. Her husband dying the same way. and then her father, uncovering lab results that show poison in her body. As the story unfolds, attention turns to those closest to her, the people with power. And suddenly, Diddy's name emerges louder than ever. As more victims speak out, the scope of Diddy's alleged crimes expands. It's no longer just trafficking or abuse, it's about silencing the truth, covering up the truth, and applying pressure from the very top. The weight of this conspiracy is only growing heavier. This takes a chilling turn. There's a growing whisper that Britney was blacklisted in Hollywood. Why? Because she refused to participate in certain parties. Those infamous parties. The ones allegedly hosted by Diddy. The ones whispered about behind closed doors, filled with drugs, coercion, and cameras turned off. And Ashton Kutcher? He was part of that world too, rubbing elbows with Diddy in those early years. Some sources claim Britney either uncovered the truth about those parties or was threatened into silence after turning down an invitation. Either way, Hollywood turned its back on her. Her roles evaporated. She became isolated, cut off from the very industry that once adored her. Ashton's connection to Britney adds a chilling layer. They dated in the early 2000s, and rumors even suggested they were engaged, wearing matching rings. But then it ended. Fast. Too fast. And soon after, Ashton was seen with Demi Moore. The timing felt off then. But now? With Demi linked to Diddy's events, the entire situation begins to feel like something darker was at play. Now, here's the game changer. Word is, Britney had recordings or evidence of something serious, something she didn't fully grasp. But what's really flipping the script is Ashton Kutcher's alleged change of heart. Sources say he's rethinking old ties and might be working with the authorities. Some even think he's known more than he's let on. And now that Diddy's empire is crumbling, Ashton might be ready to spill. If he's got proof, texts, footage, anything, it could connect the dots in ways nobody's ready for. Britney's death always raised eyebrows. But now, it's starting to look like a piece of a much bigger puzzle, hidden right in front of us. If Ashton's about to blow the lid off this, it's not just Hollywood that's in danger. It could finally unlock the truth behind one of its darkest secrets. The real question is, why wait so long? The deeper you dig into Brittany Murphy's story, the more you realize something was seriously wrong. She wasn't just paranoid, she was living on edge. Fingerprint locks on her doors, refusing food unless she watched it being made, telling friends she was being followed, watched. She wasn't stressed out from Hollywood, she was in survival mode. She knew something was coming for her. And now, with investigators diving back into her case, it's clear. She might have been right. New intel is reportedly coming to light from Diddy's collapsing empire. Word is, some of his closest associates are flipping, handing over texts, voicemails, and footage that could change everything. Ashton Kutcher's name is popping up, not just as a witness, but as a key player. Some sources even say Ashton distanced himself from Diddy because of things he learned. Things about Britney, Kim Porter, and others who are no longer here to tell their side. Then there's Kim Porter. Her death sent chills down spines, eerily similar to Britney's. Beautiful, connected to Diddy, paranoid before her sudden passing. Cause of death? Pneumonia, just like Britney. Kim had been planning a tell-all book, one that could have exposed powerful figures, until, without warning, she was gone. And now, whispers from Diddy's former security team claim Kim had been gathering evidence for months. Her death, they say, might not have been as innocent as the press release suggested. The patterns are too striking to ignore. For years, Diddy's name has been linked to rumors of wild parties, NDAs, and manipulation. The kind of stories you'd dismiss as celebrity gossip until they stop sounding so far-fetched. And now, as everything unravels, the connections are becoming impossible to deny. Ashton, who once frequented Diddy's exclusive events, started pulling away years ago. Some believe it's guilt. Others think it's fear. But the truth? Ashton might know something huge, something that could link Britney's death to far darker forces than anyone could imagine. The public's no longer blind. The same chilling patterns are emerging. People dying young, a trail of paranoia leading to their deaths, and then Silence. A forced silence. In Britney's case, her mother and husband made sure the investigation never went anywhere. Kim? Her autopsy results weren't even made public for months. And now, with Diddy facing federal charges, human trafficking, forced labor, exploitation, everything surrounding him looks deeply tainted. But here's where it gets darker. Britney might not have just been unlucky. She might have been actively silenced. She had information. She was blacklisted. Her relationship with Ashton may have led her right into Hollywood's murky depths, realms she couldn't stomach. Her decision to walk away? That could have sealed her fate. And if Ashton holds proof, anything that proves she was targeted, it might finally explain why his name is now connected to this twisted case. For years, Hollywood has shielded its secrets. But now, the walls are cracking. People are speaking up. And this time, someone with real influence may be ready to expose the truth. Ashton Kutcher has the power to rewrite everything, to cut through the lies, to shine a light on the truth. If Ashton spills the truth about Diddy and Britney's death, it's game over for Diddy, and for Hollywood. This isn't just Britney's story, it's the start of a major shakeup. The real story? How many others have been silenced? Ashton holds the key to blowing this wide open. If he talks, everything changes. And if Ashton's about to drop the bombshell, don't blink. Hit that subscribe button for more.